Hey everybody, so we're going to talk about something because I need to get it off my chest, and this is really the only place where I can do it. I majored in mathematics and statistics, so we're going to go through a few 101 level statistics concepts. They're not going to be very hard, and I'm just going to take you through them. It's going to be a little bit philosophical, a little bit mathematical, and well, let's just get started. I am disheartened by the fact that Kamala Harris's lead over Trump has diminished. And I am convinced that this centrist pivot that she's trying to do is the culprit. Now, the centrist party in most Western democracies, so the liberals in Canada, the Democrats in the States, in the UK, it's theoretically the Liberal Democrats, but I think we both know that the Labour, which is supposed to be left-wing, is far more centrist than anything else. By that, I mean neoliberal, but putting that aside for now because that's off topic. Okay. So what these parties will do is they will pursue a strategy in which they say, okay, well, we've already got the left and we've already got the centrists as a sure thing. So we need to make some overtures to right-wing voters. And 30 years ago, that would have worked because 30 years ago, the political spectrum was a normal distribution. Now, if you don't know that term, you would know it as the bell curve. So, there's a small amount of people at one end over here, small amount of people at one end over here, and a big hump in the middle. That's what the political spectrum looked like in the mid-90s. But because of a phenomenon called polarization, specifically asymmetrical polarization, you can look that up. I can't really get into it now. It's too off topic. The distribution has changed. People have moved away from the center toward the wings. And so now you have what's called a bimodal distribution. Now, a bimodal distribution is basically it's two humps. So there's a little bit on the tail, there's a hump on the left, there's a dip in the middle, another hump on the right, and then a tail over here. So what's happening? The reason this strategy keeps failing, the reason it failed for Clinton in 2016, is that the majority of voters are not around the mean anymore. They're not in the middle. They're in one of these two humps, the left hump or the right hump. Now, the Republicans kind of have, a death grip on the right hump. And frankly, I don't think there's anything the Democrats could do to capture the people in that hump that wouldn't be entirely unconscionable. Because a lot of these people here, this is what I mean by asymmetric polarization. What happened is the Republicans became more and more extreme. And those who weren't willing to go towards that right-wing extremism had no choice but to go to the other hump. And so that's why, the quote unquote, the left is this hodgepodge of everything from socialists to, ethical capitalists and, the Robin DiAngelo types. But again, we're not going to get into that. So the reason it doesn't work is because trying to tailor your message to the center is, at this point in time, targeting that dip in the middle. And there aren't very many people in that dip. And what you need to understand is that the people in the right-wing hump are never going to switch allegiances no matter how much you pander to them. They want you to think they will, but they won't. So what it comes down to is that this is a failed strategy, and I sincerely hope that she changes course. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.